Am I the a hole for kicking my sister out of my wedding after what she did? So I, 27 female, got married last weekend. It was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, but my sister, 30 female, managed to ruin it. A little backstory. My sister has always been the main character in our family. Every event somehow becomes about her. When I got engaged, she kept making little comments about how she thought she would get married first, how her wedding would be so different, and how she couldn't believe I was settling down so young. Whatever, I ignored it. Fast forward to the wedding. Everything was going great. Ceremony was beautiful, guests were happy, and I was actually feeling like a bride. Then came the reception. During the speeches, my sister gets up, grabs the mic, and goes, "I just want to take a moment to share something special with you all." I was confused because she wasn't on the speech list. Then she announced her pregnancy. At my wedding. The whole room gasped. My parents jumped up to hug her, guests started clapping, and suddenly, my wedding wasn't about me anymore. I was in shock. I just stood there, smiling through my teeth while everyone swarmed her. My husband, still weird calling him that, asked if I was okay, and I just shook my head. Then, when things settled, I calmly walked up to her and said, "You need to leave." She looked at me like I had slapped her. "What, are you serious?" I told her, "You couldn't have waited one day? You just had to make this about you." She started crying, saying I was being dramatic and that she didn't plan it this way. My mom came over and said I was overreacting. My dad told me to let it go, because a baby is more important than a wedding. I told them all that they were free to leave with her if they wanted, but I wasn't going to let my day be hijacked. She stormed out, my parents followed, and now half my family isn't speaking to me. Even some guests said I should have just let her have her moment. Update. Well, things escalated. Apparently, my sister was so distraught after I kicked her out that she went home and made a long, emotional Facebook post about how I humiliated her in front of everyone and ruined what should have been the happiest day of her life. She made it sound like I physically threw her out instead of calmly asking her to leave. Of course, my parents jumped in the comments talking about how family should come first and how I was acting like a jealous bridezilla. Then, get this, my mom actually called me and said I should apologize to my sister and maybe even throw her a pregnancy celebration to make up for what I did. Yeah, no. Instead, I made my own post. Nothing dramatic, just a nice, clear timeline of what actually happened, with photos of me watching my own wedding turn into my sister's baby announcement party. Let's just say, the reactions were wild. My friends and some extended family started roasting my sister in the comments, calling her out for making my day about her. A few even said they weren't surprised because she's always done this kind of thing. Now my parents are mad at me for making her look bad and said I should have handled it privately. But why should I when she blasted me first? So now, the family is completely split. Some say I was right, some say I'm a monster. But you know what? I don't even care anymore. My husband and I just got back from our honeymoon, and I've decided I'm done playing nice. If my sister wants attention, she can have it. Just not at my expense. AITA.